All right. Fortunately and unfortunately, Norma and I are walking warning signs right now, warning you about the intensity of early summer sun. Joining us now to talk about the dangers of sun damage and how you can keep your skin safe is Dr. Elizabeth Arthur of Helendale Dermatology.
Good morning.
Good morning to you
Thank
guys. Thank
you so much. Yeah, we were out in the sun a little bit too much
yesterday.
Yeah.
And I wear sunscreen in the morning. Every morning I put it on before I put on my makeup. But it was the afternoon when we did this.
And plus when we got out there,
I had to reapply it.
And this is probably one of the points, is that it was cloudy at first, and then the clouds opened up. But I'm going to guess you're going to say even when it's cloudy.
Every day, I always tell patients the spectrum of light is this big, okay? Traditionally, sunscreens cover that UVB, okay, the burning rays very well, okay? But to Norma's point, you have to reapply. We know that SPF 30, it might last 20 minutes or so, okay? So the biggest thing is reapplication that we forget, okay? And then, the UVA, those are our tanning rays, okay? Some of our sun blocks cover those better. Traditionally, our chemical-based sunscreens don't cover them that well. And then we get into the whole spectrum of light, of visible light, okay? That's the light that we see. We know that causes damage also. And then really there's a lot of buzz lately about infrared light, okay? Those are the warming rays. That's what makes us feel good, puts all those endorphins out. But we know that traditionally, the biggest thing, common sense, okay? That we put our sunscreen on, we abandon all our common sense because we think that we're all covered, okay? And patients come in all summer long and they'll be tan, they'll be burned. They'll say, but Dr. Arthur, I use my sunscreen. And, generally their sunscreen is like an SPF 20. They put it on in the morning and then they think they're all good. And it's really, I always sort of use the analogy of smoking a filtered cigarette. You're still smoking. So, yeah, maybe it's not as bad as like rolling your own kind of thing.
But no filtration.
But it's still bad.
Right.
Okay. So the biggest thing is your common sense, okay? That, you've got to think about what time of day it is, all right? That when we had that really warm burst in May, people were coming in with sunburns. No one should get a sunburn in today's world, okay? That, yes, that's half the battle. There's more battle that we have to sort of think about. We have to really sort of think about the UVA, think about the infrared, think about that visible light spectrum that we're getting. And, knowing that we're really just covering just a little bit. So
wear the sunscreen, though, you're saying.
Absolutely wear the sunscreen.
Right, or the sunblock.
Yeah, I always tell patients nowadays, you can't just look at that number. You do have to read ingredients, sort of like your food.
Well, what's better, the chemical ingredients, or I should say the chemical sunscreens, or like the ones that make your nose white when you put it on?
Well, those, some of the best sunscreens actually do have a mixture, okay? Now, oxybenzone, they're really trying to get rid of that chemical because it's really nasty, okay? It causes a lot of problems. So your finer sunscreens are getting rid of that oxybenzone, okay? So but traditionally you always want to have something with zinc and titanium in it, okay? We sell a ton of this brush. Nothing in there except for zinc, titanium, and iron.
It's like a powder?
What? It's a powder. So reapplication just gets about as easy as you can.
So we could have put that on yesterday before we were out.
You just go and you just put it on.
How easy is that?
No, they come in different colors, okay? So it's like I'm always a fair color kind of thing. You guys would be more medium. You might actually be a darker kind of thing. But it's so easy to just put on.
Wow.
Do you think companies are doing that? They're just making it simpler for people?
Oh, absolutely.
Because they know people are going to, but I got to put a cream on or a spray.
Absolutely. When you have your makeup on, you're never going to go and put your sunscreen cream back on because it's going to mess everything up.
Right.
Okay.
So it's like a powder, something like this makes it very easy.
Okay.
Great suggestion.
And absolutely, people, our society, we want easy.
Yeah.
We talk about, everything has to be an experience nowadays.
Dr. Arthur,
I like that.
I know, I'm sorry to cut you off. We do have to go.